Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Mentos Plays Spelunky. So, you may have noticed if you follow the channel that there was no video uploaded yesterday. Quite frankly, something far more important came up while I was recording that video. It ended up I had to cut it short at like 10 minutes, and there were multiple breaks in that 10 minutes where I had to step away from the game to handle other things. So, I mean, it wasn't like a long break, it was more so replying to messages, but even still I thought that it would be better to just not upload an episode yesterday than it would be to upload something of very bad quality that was very short and not really worth the recording that it had been. So instead we got nothing yesterday, which I think I should have tried to get something up, but I didn't have anything backlogged at the moment, and I thought that, you know, nothing was better than something very, very mediocre. And so today we are going to jump into our Spelunky here and do our best to make up for the lost time yesterday by putting together a good run. We will do our best to make this October 16th of 2013 daily challenge something worth watching, although we have already taken 2 damage from very stupid sources so far. So I am not exactly the most confident that's going to happen, but worst comes to worst, we can always try to make something happen on an adventure run. I do want to get up here because of the crate up there, so we're just going to do that and then toss a rope. Now hopefully this crate is 3 ropes. That's actually exactly the opposite of what I wanted. I was hoping that was bombs. So, was that worth a bomb and a rope to get to? Not really. If it had been a bomb and a rope for 3 bombs, given my situation, that would have been a good trade. Since it was a bomb and a rope for 3 ropes, I don't think it was a good trade. There are definitely much better things that could have happened there. We do have a shop on this floor, which has climbing gloves, spike shoes, and a compass, as well as the teleporter. We won't be using the teleporter because I am not adept at using it, but we might rob the shop for the other 3 items. As you know, those are all items that I enjoy. It would also mean that we could go down there and sacrifice the shopkeeper to Kali on top of the damsel, wherever it may be. I do wish the shopkeeper had some bombs for sale, because if we do plan on doing a robbery, we are going to use at least 1 bomb. I don't feel safe with the normal strategy I would use of... Actually, you know what, let's just do this the easy way. Oh, I messed it up. There we go. That's the run over. I messed up grabbing the shotgun the first time, didn't have time to correct before things went horribly wrong. So, onward we go to a normal adventure run, because that was absolutely horrendous. I was going to take the easier way to do it, where you draw him out to the side of the shop and then blow him up. But, quite frankly, the number of bombs I had was a bit prohibitive toward that. We only had 2 bombs, and we were going to need at least 1 of them to get to the altar. So if I had tried to do that strategy, we would have ended up with no bombs, and that is not a position that you want to be in Spelunky. So I took the risk, it didn't work out. C'est la vie. And we move on. I just got bit by a snake. Perhaps I am a bit rusty at Spelunky. Oh dear god, that was fall damage worthy? I didn't think it would be. Well, this run is starting out poorly. There's our standard Northern interruption of the day. Oops. Let me get my fingers realigned here. That would be a good thing to have going on. Of course, now that Norton popped up its little box is when I start to see a little bit of jagginess coming from my OBS window. There was none showing up earlier. Hopefully that's not showing up in the final recording. If it is, I will try to figure out what I can do to make that stop being the case. In the meantime, we are going to continue this run and hopefully have something much better than what has happened so far go on. This is just 3 gold bars that had to be crushed to get in here. Falling down, that's not a good thing. Although I can get out without costing anything, I would still like to not be in there. And I've fallen down again. Whoop-de-doo. Could have just gotten myself killed by an arrow trap right there. That would have been a rather funny way to lose this run. Excuse me, that is the first time I sneezed all day. Otherwise I would have been more prepared for it. So we will come over here where we find one last pot to break, which has a sapphire, and we move on with 14,900. Not overall a bad amount of gold to have, quite frankly. We shall go check out over here. There's a shop which is selling a jetpack, a bomb box. The freeze ray makes this murder very simple. We have an altar down below. This is a good thing. Obviously, because I used the freeze ray, I couldn't sacrifice the shopkeeper. But for a jetpack and a shotgun and 12 bombs without any risk, I would rather just take the easy way to kill him than to try to do it a harder way and end up getting killed. I could have done the bomb method, it would have worked out just fine, but it's better to not risk anything. We had an easy way to guaranteed kill the shopkeeper without problem. Why change that for the risk of, you know, preserving 3 points of sacrifice favor? Just not worth it at all. Now let's bring our damsel up here to the altar. I know we only have 2 health, so this is a risk, but we are halfway to a Kapala now. And if we have another altar on the next floor, then we get our Kapala early. If we don't, then we can get our health back starting next floor. Well, either way we can get our health back starting next floor, but it will be guaranteed getting a health back if we find a no altar situation, but we find a damsel. So moving forwards here, we do have a idol right away, as well as a caveman and some spiders. There is the key for our Ujedi. Bunch of sapphires in that chest. You don't very often see a chest where even all the small gems are the same type as the big gem that you get. It's just kind of one of those weird things. It doesn't make a huge difference. I mean, honestly I would have preferred it was a ruby instead of a sapphire. But it's still kind of weird, unusual. Okay. I apparently got hit by that spider there. That's not good. We are down to 1 health now, which worries me significantly more than 2 health did. And we are going to have a shop by the exit with a pitcher's mitt and climbing gloves, which of course I am interested in getting both of. But we aren't going to do it if it's going to risk our lives. Our damsel is right there. This shopkeeper should bounce himself onto the spikes pretty quick, as should that one once he's free of this little trap area here. So those guys should be taken care of on their own. There we go. We can get our chest. That skeleton did not come to life. Wouldn't have mattered if he did, but it's still good. We're going to put our bomb right there, which will open up our damsel as well as a path to all that gold. We're going to come over here, get our free stuff. We aren't going to worry about the vault, because we only have 15 bombs and we have no pace, so no easy way to get in there. And we'll move onwards to the 4th floor of the mines, back at 2 health, a little bit better than what we had been. Of course, my skin is crawling level, so we will get pace here, but it's going to be a harder level than average. The shopkeepers are already angered. That worries me. Something must be going on that pissed them off. Oh dear lord. That arrow just came flying from off screen. And like, it wouldn't have been that arrow trap, because he wouldn't have jumped before that arrow trap. I mean, before he saw me, if that was what set him off. Ah, it was a hired help booth. And there was a arrow trap, so on top of the fact that it was hired help, as soon as the hired help moved, he got shot by an arrow, which didn't help things, I'm sure. I'm sorry, Mr. Hired Help Man, but you are really only useful when it comes to trying to do an eggplant run, which I am not interested in trying right now. We're going to try to open this area up a bit. That should do it. This may sacrifice our doggy, but my goal was accomplished of getting him hit with the bomb like that. Now we just have to worry about this other shopkeeper, who could be actually harder to kill, unless he just wants to stay right there. That was not quite good enough. Nope. We might be able to just jump and fire here and get him. Perfect. Now we can make our way to our exit, drop our shotgun off, and grab our doggy and go to the jungle. That was a very well handled shopkeeper murder, I think. We used one more bomb than we should have had to, but it worked out well enough for us, and we are now at 61,000 gold entering the jungle and preparing for what will hopefully be a good run. Anytime I get to the jungle, I start to feel a bit more confident that I'll be able to put together a good run. Not that that means I will, just that I feel like I am able to. You know, if I'm dying on the mines, obviously I don't have any confidence, but even just making it through the mines can be occasionally enough of an accomplishment to where you start to have confidence by beating the mines, which is kind of what I'm going for here. It's not so much that, oh yeah, since I made it through the first area, I think I'm going to beat the game. It's more so that the mines can be hard enough to where, ooh, I don't have spike shoes. I was hoping we would get spring shoes there, quite honestly, but we did not. There is a crate I can see. I'm not sure if we can get there from anywhere but bombing in. Yes, we can. There is also our damsel, who should be easy enough to get to when we get down there. See what's in this crate. It's another compass. That's not all that helpful. We're gonna blow up this tiki trap. And I believe that should give us a pretty clear shot to the shopkeeper. Not quite. But if we can hit him once... Good. Now he's gonna start bouncing around. He'll be easy enough to hit while he does. And that allows us to kill him simply. Get some gold. Come up here, see what's going on. A monkey. We're going to bomb to get that damsel, of course. We still have 8 bombs, which is more than enough to find the black market. We are also going to take this idol and bring it to the exit, because why not? It's pretty much free money. And free money means free score when you're killing shopkeepers. We're going to hope that the black market is on the next floor here, because that would give us a chance to stock up on some bombs, hopefully before a vault happens. We do have a bee coming in here, which is going to be real easy to kill. Although I should blow up this tiki trap first, because otherwise we are going to be in a tough situation. This is a nice free +4 health for us. Very good. Very, very good. You gotta love when they put the bees in an area where they can't hurt you. Another compass. That's like my 4th compass of the game. There does come a point when the compass gets rather pointless. And that time is after the first compass. We are going to get a Kapala on this stage as well, and go to the black market. This is shaping up to be a pivotal level in this run. Black market is down here somewhere. There it is. Kill 1 bee, kill 2 bee, open the black market. We're going to use one more bomb to get over here easily. Hold on to our shotgun and look for our damsel. There is a crate down there. There's our damsel. So let's get our Kapala. We could try to get spring shoes from that giant guy, but I'm from that giant frog, but not necessarily worth it. Although, in the interest of getting more blood, perhaps it is. And we don't really need the health right now, but... No spring shoes. Oh god! Seriously? I did not think I was close enough to that tiki trap to get that. Well, that's what I get for trying to push my luck and get more than 8 health, I guess. That's what happens when you completely mess up a throw, thinking that you still have the pitcher's mitt. Thank you very much. So we are starting over one more time here, possibly another time depending on how long this takes. But yeah, that did not go, whoop. Well, yep, that'll be another restart. That'll be another restart for sure. That was a rather unceremonious finish. Like I said, quite frankly, I thought that I was going to be outside the range of those spikes, but I bounced on the frog right on the right side of his head, and that put me just barely within range of the tiki trap. And once it hit me once, I was just kind of screwed. It was a risk that I did not assess properly. It's my own fault for dying. And those are the kind of deaths which I quite don't mind in Spelunky. When I just make a mistake of judgment and it costs me my life, that's all well and good. I mean, granted, I do usually talk about how I dislike the infinite combos, which that pretty much was. But that was one spark that I could have easily seen coming and easily avoided, so... Now we just need to hope for a run that's even remotely close to as good as that one was. Which is not likely, mind you, but who knows, maybe we'll get a jetpack right away again. There's our damsel, we'd have to use a bomb and a rope to get him, so... Actually, no, we would just have to use a bomb. Right, like so. Get damsel and bring him to the exit, because that means that if we have to kill a shopkeeper the hard way, we can do so quite easily. And please excuse my need for a beverage. Now, our chest is up there. We have an altar on this floor, that's good. So we will be trying to make our way back up to the top of this floor. We aren't going to need a rope to get to the chest, which is good. So we may need pretty much all of them to get the damsel back to the altar. Depending on where it is. But it is right here, so we shouldn't need very many ropes at all. The shopkeeper's got 3 bomb bags and a compass. That's about... I mean, that's more than half the gold we've got right now. The question is it worth a... attempt to kill the shopkeeper over it, or no? The answer to that is undecided as of right now. We did get some spring shoes from that altar, which is an item that I quite enjoy having. It's not a game-changing item, it's not one that's going to win or lose a round for me, but it is certainly one that I would rather have than not have. Except in rare situations where it has gotten me hurt before. And you know what, for the sake of an extra sacrifice, we're going to use a rope here and kill this shopkeeper the easy way. Right in his face. I like how he doesn't care about the bomb right in his face as long as it's not in his shop. Oh, ouch. That was real dumb. So now we're going to have to use our second to last rope to get back up here. And we should be able to make it the rest of the way back up without another rope, which is good. And then we will sacrifice Shopkeeper, which will not give us quite enough to get our Kapala, but will put us pretty close to that point, which is about all you can ask for. I don't know if it's actually possible without a lot of luck on caveman spawns to get a Kapala on the second floor of the mine. On the second floor of the mines. I mean, I know it's happened to me before, but that was with a spawn where I had a whole lot of cavemen. I guess if you had 3 shopkeepers, I guess if you had 2 shopkeepers from there being a vault on the level, it would be a bit more possible. Now, we do only have 1 rope to try to get a damsel to this altar for this Kapala, which we could easily get if we can get that, but the question is whether we will have the resources needed for it. We did get some paste here. That spider is being oddly persistent. There's our shopkeeper down below. Oh! Hello, Mr. Snake Venom. How I didn't see you there. Do we not have a damsel on this floor? Oh, there he is. This might be hard to pull off. We're gonna try. Scapala is worth the effort. I think I can actually do this. Oh, no I can't. Damn. Actually, if I toss a bomb right... Oops. Well, that just screwed my chances over. I was gonna say if I toss a bomb right like so, then I might have been able to bounce up there, but no, not anymore. Okay, so you're gonna go in here, and we are going to worry about killing this shopkeeper. Should be easy enough. Yep. I wish there was a crate of ropes around, quite frankly, but since there is not, we don't really have an option here. Damn it, doggy, why do you have to wait all the way down here where I couldn't get to you with enough ropes to get back to the altar? I only needed one of them, quite frankly, before this level. Once we got down here, I needed two, but before that, I would have only needed one. So no Kapala, instead we walk out with 3 health, which is obviously not a great amount of health, but it is better than nothing. We could have walked out of there with no extra health gotten back, which would have been obviously much worse. Let us swing over here real quick, see what's going on. Nothing really important. This area here has a decent amount of gold for a bomb, but I don't think I'm going to go in there. Toss a shotgun down to set off that. Oh, I can get there. No, I can't get there without a bomb. That's a separate area. There's an idol here. I doubt there's another altar. 3 in a row on the mines is pretty rare. Much more common later on in the game. Perfect. We can get this crate. Just 3 more bombs. There are some spectacles up there. You know, we might as well get them so we don't get them from anything else. Well, I mean, we could still get them from a shop again, but at least this way, if we make another sacrifice for an item at some point somehow, we don't have to worry about it. Perfect. Now there's this guy from the kissing booth to handle. When he goes back the other way, assuming he does so. That was real close. I don't know how I'm not dead. Now we just need to stand here and blast away until he dies. Which, he is now dead. We can grab this here damsel, take him to the exit, grab our shotgun and all this stuff that spider dropped, and then get out of here. Once again, we could open up the vault. It's a bigger risk than it is reward since we have no way to ghost it. With no way to move upwards and downwards, ghosting the vault is rather silly. There we got 3 ropes. That's a good thing to have. Now we did already see some blinking for our black market, which we are going to have to keep an eye out for. Nothing this way. It might be up there in the wall somewhere. It appears to be. There's an apparel shop. Can't tell what's inside of it. I come down here. Spike shoes and pitcher's mitt. I kind of want both of those. So what we're gonna do is perfect. There's a rope pile in there. I kind of want that, but we have 5 ropes. That's enough to last for right now. The only other thing I wanted to do was real quick check to see if there was an altar anywhere. Does not appear to be. I didn't actually need that rope to get back to the black market, unfortunately. I would have preferred to save it had I known that. But I did need the rope to bound the shopkeeper. So it all balances out in its own way. There was a hired help in here, which means that we kind of got a... Oh god. Screw you, frog. Oh wow, that was a good shot. Oh god damn it. I had to get past the hired help or my gunshot wasn't going to go through there. And so when I got past the hired help, the shopkeeper was immediately there shooting me. That's one of those situations I'm a little bit less happy to take, because there was literally no way for me to avoid that once the shopkeepers were angered. Usually speaking, the guys who are on the far end don't tend to make their way out of there quite so simply until you walk within range of their sight. And since the hired help's body was there, I had no way to do anything about it until I got over there. So we're going to give one more shot to this. I know this might make the episode run a bit long. I'm okay with that. I do have one other thing I plan to record tonight, and it should not take long. If you were watching this video, you can probably see the other episode and know why it won't take long already, but excuse me. There is a game I got a review copy of like a week or so ago called Castles in the Sky, which is a interactive storybook. I kind of went back and forth on how I wanted to do a video on it, and I finally decided what I'm going to do. So that's what else I need to record tonight. We'll be getting into that briefly afterwards of recording the Spelunky run. And tomorrow, unless something goes wrong or my timetable is a bit altered, will probably be at least an episode of Our Darker Purpose, as well as probably an episode of the new Delver's Drop update, or the newest update I should say. Check that out. I know there's at least a gladiator in now who I haven't played as, among some other things. We're going to kill this man. Oh, I was facing backwards. Okay, well, that solves the problem of this episode could go really long. But let's try to do a couple speed runs. Speedruns are not exactly my forte, but it is one of the achievements that I still do not have in Spelunky. So, we shall try our best to get it done. Taking a damage like that on the first floor, not ideal, not game breaking. We are going to waste a rope and some time to come over here. That gave us a free compass, and this gave us a mattock, which is really, really useful in speedrunning. Not the most useful item there is, but nothing I really want from there. But this is going to allow us to break through the floor or walls when we are in a position where it is much quicker than going a long way around. So, for example, we can drop right through here. That skeleton came back to life, kind of worried me. Oops. Oh, goddammit, skeleton. Almost died to that snake there, that would have been bad. Really, with proper use of the mattock, we might be able to make it last till nearly the end game, and use it on the way to make things much simpler for us. There we go. I could have gone and gotten a second mattock, but I didn't feel that was really worth the time it would have taken to go get said second mattock. Bounce this guy. That's hired help. Not all that useful. It would let me take the mattock with me until endgame if it survived that long. But I don't think it will survive all the way until... Or no, because I'm not going to be going to the City of Gold anyway, so I don't really need anything to let me take the mattock with me. So yeah, I think we have a decent setup to make this work. It's just a matter of surviving. We can easily take this doggy to the exit by doing this. That wasn't the fastest way to do it, but it was a working way to do it. I probably shouldn't have taken the time to wait for the dog to wake up like that, but oh well. And it turned out to be very important, because naturally we immediately took damage and lost that extra health. But we are to the ice caves, if I am correct. Nope, one more level of the jungle. If we can make it to the ice caves on a Dead or Restless level, I usually consider that a success. Not a Dead or Restless, a speed run. We're just going to kind of mine away this stuff and then drop through here. And then come over to the far side of this tree where it's not surrounded by spikes. Drop down, and in the exit. Okay, so now we're to the ice caves, mind you. This is where the Matic is not all that useful. In fact, this is where most speedruns go to die, because you usually don't have the items you would normally have by this point, and it can kind of make things difficult. We are going to get 3 extra bombs from that. That's real good. I would love to get this dog to the exit. Whether it's worth not having the Matic or not, I don't know. I think I can get back there relatively quickly and easily just by making that jump. Good. So I wasted a little bit of time on this level to get myself an extra health back. I think that was a wise decision. We're going to keep carrying this Matic we got on the first level of the mines. Or maybe it was the second, I don't remember. Either way, we got it very early. Having the compass here is of course a big help. I should have gone up there to that kissing booth. In fact, we are going to go up to the kissing booth. Just try to avoid this Yeti. And I can only afford 1 kiss, but that's still 1 health that we got relatively quickly and easily. And money is not all that important to me on this run. And down here we go, into the exit. Good. How much time do we have? We are currently at 3 minutes and 16 seconds, and we are still having to go through the rest of the ice caves as well as the temple and Olmec. Honestly, the Olmec fight is probably the longest and hardest to speedrun portion of a speedrun. Oh god, there goes my Matic. I was going to say the Matic should make it quicker, but at least we have 7 bombs. But now things are going to get a little bit trickier in terms of moving down on regularly structured levels. Feels like the 4th of July, of course. Down here. Down. Perfect. That worked out real well. Now we're in the temple. This is also where plenty of speedruns go to die, because obviously the temple is a very dangerous place. We're just going to plant a bomb here and take the easy route that doesn't involve passing by that thwomp down. And there was another thwomp, of course. Naturally. Oh man, those speedruns are the most killer, where you're almost there. Anyway, thank you guys for watching as always. I hope you have enjoyed this video, and I hope you continue to enjoy the content I'm producing. For now, I'm going to head out to do other recordings and play some Pokemon, quite frankly. And I will see you next time. Take care, everyone. See you later.